And as we settle into this Qigong and yoga practice, we can turn our gaze inward. In yoga, the practice of pratyahara, and become aware of the energy that circulates through our bodies. In Qigong, this energy is referred to as qi, and the pictogram for qi is a steaming bowl of rice. Qi is sustenance, it is the breath, it is energy. In yoga, we call this energy prana, and we also breathe this prana into our bodies. That's why the practice of the breath is called pranayama. This prana runs through 72,000 channels of energy in our being, the largest being the Sushumna, which connects with the Ida, which connects with your left nostril, and represents the feminine energy in all of us, the moon energy, the cooling energy, the shaded side of the mountain, and the Pingala, which connects with your right nostril, the sun energy, the masculine energy in all of us, the heat, the fire, the sunny side of the mountain. As you breathe, you may notice sometimes one nostril feels more open than the other. This is natural. If you track it through the day, you'll notice that it's like one nostril closes gently, like the petals of a flower closing in, and the other one is open. And then it will switch. When we practice pranayama, we invite both nostrils to open. We do this through conscious awareness. And it may not happen, and it may. One way to invite this balance of energy through these two main nadis that run like a helix through each of our chakras is to practice nadi shodhana, side to side breathing. So I'm going to invite you today to fold your index and middle fingers into your palm. Usually we use the right hand, and I won't be mirroring you, I'm using my right hand. And we draw the right thumb onto the right nostril and the left ring finger gently over the flare of the left nostril. Now notice if you've brought your head forward to meet your hand. Instead, rest your head back. Rest your arm in towards the midline of your body. And very gently close the flare of your right nostril and inhale left. And at the top of the inhale, very gently close left and exhale right. And then at the bottom of the exhale, inhale right. And at the top, we switch, gently closing right, exhaling through the left, and then inhaling through the left. We always switch at the top of the inhale. So move at your own pace, continuing to switch sides at the top of your inhale. Let your head rest back and your eyes rest in their sockets. And imagine a smooth and fluid breath flowing through you, opening the left channel, or releasing the right channel, opening the right channel, releasing the left. We move at our own pace. We invite the breath deep into the whole circle of our lowest ribs. We invite the breath into low belly, low back, side waists. We don't strain for the biggest inhale ever. We release the inhale when we feel pretty full without strain. We soften our bodies on the exhale so we can fill gently on the inhale. We're very gentle with our nostrils, just closing the bottom of the flare. After your next inhale through your right nostril, release your hand and visualize exhaling through the left nostril. Try to exhale left and then inhale left. Without your hands, try to continue Nadi Shodhana, exhaling right and inhaling right, still changing at the tops of your inhales. And if the breath comes through both nostrils, that's okay. Just continue to visualize the nostril you're trying to send the breath through. And after you inhale through your left nostril next, exhale through both nostrils. And inhale through both nostrils. And settle into an ujjayi breath, inhaling the ah and exhaling the ha. Let the ocean wave sound wash into your body and clear your body. This is the practice of pranayama. We are cultivating the breath for our well-being, for harmony in body, mind, and heart. Psychotherapist Carl Rogers says, "The curious paradox is that when I accept myself just as I am, then I can change. When I accept myself just as I am, then I can change." Let today's practice be a practice of accepting ourselves just as we are, fully landing in this moment, in this body, in this breath. Change occurs no matter what, but cultivated, aware change happens when we are present with and accept ourselves. Let's inhale our hands to our hearts. May we be present. May we be loving and compassionate with ourselves in practice today, just as we are. Namaste. Okay, let's come to standing. Let's stay with our breath. And let's open our feet out or hip distance wide and just begin to sway side to side. Let yourself feel your body as it sways. Feel the movement of shoulders and hips, how your feet respond to the swaying body. And let yourself become the air you are breathing, full of space and openness. The wide blue sky over a mountain meadow. I've been hiking in Tahoe this weekend. It's amazing how green it still is after all that snow last winter. And the wildflowers are still blooming in the high mountain meadows. Lupin and pestilence. It's just beautiful. And also, some of the leaves are turning as fall approaches. Breathe it in. What you've been noticing in the environments you've been in recently. And inhale. Let your arms circle to the left and exhale back down. And the seasons shift. What I notice most is the changing of the light as fall approaches. We inhale and we exhale. And we invite the prana and the chi to flow through all of the energy channels in our bodies. And we spread our feet out on the floor and invite earth energy up. And pause with your hands low to the ground. And then inhale up the other way and exhale. We invite earth energy to travel up from our roots and sky energy to travel down into us through our crown chakra at the top of the head, through our palms that open skyward. And then we pause in Wu Ji, the circles of our palms facing the lower dantian in the belly. And we rest and relax our skin and open the pores, inviting any stagnant energy to release in this practice today. We inhale, fingers, middle fingers touching, hands rise high. Exhale, palms onto the head. Inhale, stretch the arms skyward. And exhale, release the wings. We inhale, the arms rise. We exhale, the palms land on the top of the head. We feel our roots. We inhale and stretch gaze and heart and hands skyward. And we exhale, release. As we move, inhaling the hands up and exhaling down. And inhaling, stretching the palm. And exhaling the release. We remember we're tuning into ourselves just as we are. Hands rise and release. And we inhale and exhale. And pause again in Wu Ji, knowing we can modify any movement if we need to. This is our practice in our bodies. I'm an outside guide. Listen to your inner guide. Inhale, palms up, heart up. Exhale, fold over and round. And inhale into who you are right at this moment. Can you hold your moving and fluid self with compassion and kindness? We are the wave. We are that energy that fills the entire ocean. We are unique and very interconnected. And we pause. Wuji. Palms facing the lower dantian. Imagine you can breathe energy from your palms into the lower dantian, up the spine, down the arms, and into the lower dantian. We inhale up to the heart dantian. We exhale energy down the arms and into the hands, and inhale energy through the palms into the belly and up to the heart, and exhale the energy down the arms. Keep circulating this chi, this prana. And then turn your right palm up, left palm down, and let them chase each other in figure eights like birds, like an infinity sign. And let the infinity sign twist if it feels good in your spine. Don't twist if it doesn't. Feel into the movement of your shoulders if that feels right to you, or keep your hands low and have the movement in your wrist and elbow. What we're looking for as we move is fluid ease in the body and an invitation to the parts that are stiff and tight and tired to join when they're ready. We don't force or push. We work at 70% of effort max, and we feel into fluid, easeful motion. And maybe the hands rise skyward like birds far up above the treetops. And perhaps they float back down towards earth. Follow your own energy. Who is guiding your hands? Is it something internal, or is it your mind? Is it your heart? Is it the joy of movement? And pause again in your Wuji. And let your right arm flow to the right like an ocean reaching up shore, and then left. And let the whole body move like water sloshing side to side in a bucket. Fluid. Let the waves pull you up each shore. Feel your feet rooted, but your toes not gripping. Feel yourself slide across the feet. Energy flowing from side to side across each foot until you come back to center. Wuji, feeling the whole open foot on the floor. Fluid breath. Now step your heels lightly together and swing your arms towards the heavens, palms up, look up, and exhale. Swing your hands back around the lower dantian. This is called swinging your arms towards heaven. We say hung, 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 and then pause. And though it is the end of summer, We imagine the ice of winter and step 1 foot lightly forward and bow towards the ice and step back. Walking on ice, bowing into the wind, we bow with a hung, draw back with a hung, 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 and we pause and we rest our arms open and we invite the breath to pulse inside our bodies. The sound can open us up to the movement of energy. Wrap your fingers lightly around your thumbs, hands to your hips, and let one hand come down towards the earth, come back up, look up. As you come down, look up uh, towards your eyebrows. As you come up, look out at the horizon. Look up and horizon, up and horizon. Hung, 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 and pause. Release your arms into Wuji, fluid breath. Feel for vibrations inside of you. Can you hold and accept and love this person standing here right now? And then as you stand here, can you change into the crane at the edge of the wetland and inhale, open one wing and exhale back to center. And inhale, open the other side and back to center. Being fully present in ourselves, we can become compassionate and conscious of others. So we practice becoming the crane. And then we pause, coming back to ourselves. And then we become the sandpiper. We inhale, hands up under our hearts, and exhale. We bend the elbows, bend the knees, and exhale. We inhale, buoy the heart, and exhale, stand tall. We inhale and exhale, perhaps to the balls of our feet. Inhaling and exhaling smoothly, inviting the energy in through both nostrils to circulate through the whole body. We are ourselves. We are the sandpiper. And we land again, Wuji. We are ourselves, and we take in sky, and we take in earth. And we let our arms flow, hands back to back up the center channel. And we become flying geese as we exhale, hands spread. And inhale, look out over the right fingertips. And exhale across to the left. And inhale. And exhale, the arms release. And we inhale up the center channel. And we exhale, looking left. And we inhale. And we exhale around to the right. And we inhale. And we exhale, resting our wings down. We inhale and float to one toe, and exhale, bend both knees, and inhale and float, and exhale and bend. And perhaps the toe lifts up, perhaps it doesn't. Effortless effort. Easeful motion. Notice if you're working hard. Can you be really conscious of the fluid flow of your arms? And land the lifting leg and lift the other. Maybe to the toe, maybe off the floor. Being kind to yourself, do what's best for your flow, for your concentration, for your ease. And come to landing. And inhale, your arms up to the sides, thumb and fingers meet, and exhale, release. Imagine your hands are the bird's beak. The beak closes and it opens. Feel the whole of your physical form. Can you be loving and compassionate towards these moving hands, these moving arms that connect directly into the heart center? And fly the arms up, and exhale, hands cup the knees, and inhale, arms cross and reach skyward, and exhale, float, lifting the knee. Pause in flight. Three-dimensional breath. And land. And inhale, the arms lift, and exhale, hands cup the knees, and inhale, we rise, and exhale, we float. Fluid breath. And we release back down, and we inhale, arms float, and exhale, cup the knees, and inhale, we lift, and exhale, we float. Fluid, three-dimensional breath, filling the body with prana, with chi, with life force. We release and inhale. And exhale, cup the knees, and inhale, lift the arms, and exhale, float. Fluid breath. And release, and inhale, and cup the knees, and lift the arms, and exhale, float. In Qigong, we often work in threes, in nines. We release, and we inhale, and we exhale, and we lift, and we fly. and we relax on the waves of breath. And we step down and pause in our Wuji, eyes resting back in their sockets, head resting back, shoulders resting back, fluid breath. And we come back into ourselves. Can we hold ourselves in loving kindness? This self. And stepping the feet a little wider, let's roll one shoulder up and back and then the other. And again, let's feel into the water of who we are. Let it flow, let it open. Elbow perhaps rising into the stretch. We float back and forth, side to side, moving energy, inviting easeful opening. Maybe the arm unfurls and we backstroke. Maybe not. Maybe we stay with shoulder circles. We breathe into an opening body. Hinges that are used don't rust. We gently use the hinges. And we rest in Wuji, fluid breath. Now bringing the hands down to the lower dantian. Inhale, bring the breath into the belly. Exhale, cleanse this lower dantian energy center, and inhale. In yoga, the abdomen is the home of the first three chakras. The root chakra grounds you to earth, creates stability and safety in your life. The second chakra is in charge of your relationships with yourself, with others, with the world, with money, with art, with music. The third chakra, the chakra of your will, your intention, your fire. We cleanse all three, inviting the breath deep into the torso, exhaling the clearing. We fill the lower dantian with life force. And rest the hands over the abdomen, over balanced harmony in these lower three chakras. And we bring the hands to cup the heart center, and we inhale fresh air into the heart, and we exhale stagnant energy, and we inhale and we exhale. And any old pain that's lodged in the heart and hasn't moved, that we want to let go, we breathe around it. We warm the ice crystals. We invite these emotions to flow, to release, to let go. So fresh, clear water can wash in. Heart chakra. Can we love ourselves? Loving kindness, compassion. And then through loving ourselves, radiate it out towards our loved ones and towards our community members, towards all beings. And we rest our hands over the heart dantian, the heart chakra. And then today, lift your hands to cup the throat. Gently breathe into awareness of your throat, the place from which you speak. Can the throat chakra connect to the heart chakra, supported by the previous three? In Buddhism, this is where the idea of right speech can be rooted. Fluid breath into the throat, into the voice of your heart, into the roots of your integrity. Let's bring the hands to cup the third eye and inhale and exhale. Clearing the third eye, clearing the mind, we connect into the Jnanamaya Kosha in yoga, the wisdom body. Clear away anything that inhibits you from connectivity with this wisdom body, your wisest self. Invite the breath into this third eye chakra. And then resting your hands over the third eye, open the crown. Breathe energy up from your feet, from earth, like an aquifer, filling you like a spring, and let that water geyser out through the crown chakra. Inhale the energy up to the heart center. Exhale it from the heart, through the throat, through the third eye, out the crown. Exhale, release your hands. And let the arms begin to gently spin around the body. And the front hand come up to knock the lung, and the back hand come up to knock the kidney, knocking on the door of life. This one unique life. Can you fully feel your physical presence here? Your emotional presence here? Your mental presence here? Your spirit? When we fully accept ourselves, we're fully alive. Let the arms dangle. Release them around the torso. Free the shoulders and the neck. And come back towards stillness. And let's step our feet just a little wider, bending knees out over the second toes and lifting the arms into cactus. Let's exhale, pinky fingers come together, and inhale, a lift to the heart. And exhale, a cat curl to the spine. and inhale, an opening of the heart. And follow your own breaths and let the fluid movement of Qigong begin to suffuse the motion in yoga. And open the arms wide in this goddess pose. Knees still open out over your second metatarsals. Press the hands up as you root the feet. Stick your tongue out and open your eyes wide and look skyward and roar. And then draw the hands back down. And again, reach skyward. Open the eyes wide, look up, tongue out and down. And release the elbows wide. And one more time. Stretch skyward, root your feet. And release your arms back. And inhale. Pinkies together into the back body. And exhale, lift the heart. And let the arms open and straighten the legs and take your right heel back, left foot forward, and pause in your Wuji. Pause in your star pose and bend the left knee forward over the second metatarsal. Palms rise, we inhale. We exhale down to the heart center. We open the arms and inhale and exhale. Fluid breath. Strong legs in your warrior two, knee never in front of the ankle. Open your arms into your Vira two and inhale the back arm around towards the front and exhale back. And inhale and exhale. Lower body stable and strong. Upper body, the leaves gently blown by the breeze of your breath. Pause. Gaze out over the front fingertips. Feel from your pelvis into your roots. Turning the left palm up, right fingers lightly touch the back leg, dancing warrior, relaxing your shoulders. Invite the breath to infuse the pose. And then straightening the front legs, straighten the arms, and cartwheel into your high trikonasana. Fluid breath. Again, still releasing at the base of the neck as you widen the arms. Float back up, bending the front knee. Bring your left hand down, right arm alongside the ear. Parsvottanasana. Stay high if you'd like, or come lower. And exhale, heart towards earth. And inhale, heart towards the heavens. And feel your grounded lower body. And let your body pulse. Not over efforting, no gripping in the toes. We ground the four corners of the foot. And we come back up and rainbow the top arm over, allowing the right side body to stretch open. We breathe into that right side. And we exhale, relaxing the right side over the spine. And then we exhale back through Vira 2 to standing and turn in the left leg and out the right and open. And bend the right knee, Vira 2, palms up, we inhale. And exhale. Fluid motion. The right knee stays open over the second metatarsal. The toes don't grip. The four corners ground. And we land in our Virabhadrasana 2 and draw the back arm forward and exhale, follow it back. And we inhale and exhale. Fluid breath, fluid movement. Our legs are the earth. Our arms are the tree moving in the wind. And we pause in our Vira 2, resting the head and eyes back. And then turn the right palm up, left fingertips to the back leg, and we relax the shoulders. Lower body still strong. We're building strength and hip opening by holding this pose. We exhale, straightening the front leg. We cartwheel into our high Trikonasana, arms parallel to the bottom leg. The focus is on rooting from the pelvis down so we can lengthen the spine. Feel the strength of your spine on both sides. So it's not how low you can get, it's how long you can stay. Even in the neck. Good. Exhaling back up, bend the front knee, right hand to the femur, left arm alongside the ear, stretch from the pelvis into earth and up to sky, and perhaps come lower, exhaling heart towards earth, and then inhaling the heart towards the heavens. We flow. We invite the breath into the body. And then we pause and rainbow the top arm over, supported by the underside. And we breathe into the left side body. And we relax it over the spine. We drape it over the strength of the spine. And then we exhale and float back up, Vira 2, and straighten the front leg and turn it in and step together, mountain pose. Eyes resting back in their sockets. Close the eyes on the front of your head and open the eyes on the back of your head. And really looking behind you, turn your head to look out over one shoulder and turn your head to look out over the other shoulder. Keep looking out the eyes on the back of your head as you turn it and come back to center. And draw a circle with your nose. Let the circle grow larger, but don't feel like larger is better. Explore all sizes of circle. And then take the circles the other way. Arms relaxed at your sides. Femur bone balanced over the tibia. Balanced over even arches of your feet. Balanced weight side to side. Pause again in mountain pose. Feel palate floating over heart, floating over pelvis. Hug in the banks of your river and draw one foot up into kickstand position, or place the foot on your calf and open your arms, Vriksasana, tree pose. Can the fingers relax even as they lengthen out of the knuckles? Can they move slightly in the breeze? Banks of the river gently hugging midline. Shoulders relaxed, like the knots of limbs right in to support them. Bring the lifted knee forward and lengthen the leg. Padangusthasana, a release, mountain pose. Relax into your mountain, feeling for the alignment of your feet. Big toe to pinky toe, there is an arch. Big toe ball mound to inner heel. Pinky toe ball mound to outer heel. Honor each of those arches. Root the four corners and draw the next foot in to your leg. It's your choice which side you start with. Inhale your arms up. Perhaps you bring your foot to your calf, or perhaps you lift your kickstand. And then let the fingers relax into their joints. Think of the little nubs. Jory could tell us what they are because she's a landscape architect, where the little limbs, the twigs come out of the branch. Think of the little bump there. Let your knuckles be supported in the bones reaching out of their joints. Feel down into your elbows and your shoulders. Let them settle. Fluid, three-dimensional breath. Bring the lifted knee forward and stretch the leg, Padangusthasana, and release. And roll one shoulder up, down, and back, and the other. We remember we're water, even as we come into these yoga poses. We honor all elements of what we are, earth and water and air and space and fire. And let's step 1 foot forward and 1 foot back and take your rock step. And then land the rocking so you really feel the 4 corners of the back foot, 4 corners of the front foot, and bend the front knee out over the ankle for Virabhadrasana 1. Let your arms rise skyward. And exhale, hands to the heart, bow earthward. Let the arms open like wings, shoulder blades on your back, and lengthen from your pelvis to the top of your head. Shoulders integrated. We inhale, the arms and heart lift, rooting into both front and back leg. Exhale, hands down through the heart. Humble warrior, bow forward, palms down, thumbs out. Broad across the shoulder girdle, shoulder blades on the back. We inhale and lift the heart. Pause, relaxing into the posture, filling the pose and your body and your spirit with prana, with chi. And then straightening the front leg, bring your hands to your heart and bow forward again, Parsvottanasana. Bring the hands back, palms down, thumbs out, broad across your shoulder girdle, shoulder blades on the back. Fluid breath. Rooting into the 4 corners of each foot. We inhale one more time, keeping the legs straight. Lift the heart, lift the arms. Interlace the fingers, thumbs to the base of the skull. Lift the base of the skull, lift the elbows, and bend the front knee again. Keep the back body long from the outer heel of the back foot up through the tailbone, all the way to the base of the skull. And if you'd like to, unfurl your arms. And then float back up to standing mountain pose. Fluid breath. Rock yourself forward towards your toes. Feel them grip and activate. Roll back towards the heels, ground inner and outer heel. Rest into the 4 corners of your feet. Acknowledge the beauty of the 3 arches. Feel the femur resting right over the tibia. The pelvis poised right over the femur bone. Feel the palate floating over the heart, over the pelvis, and step your next foot forward, rock step. Grounding into your Virabhadrasana 1 legs. Remember, your feet can be wider than we used to do it. Heels aligned with sit bones or even wider. We bend the front knee out over the front ankle, never in front of the ankle. And we inhale and lift the arms skyward. And exhale, hands to the heart, we bow forward, humble warrior. Palms down, thumbs out. From the pelvis, we root into the legs as we inhale, the arms rise. And exhale, hands through the heart, palms down, thumbs out. Follow your own breath, inhaling the lift of the heart and exhaling the bow towards earth. And pause on your next inhale, feeling into your pose, relaxing into the posture. And then exhale, hands to the heart, straightening the front leg. Bow the spine forward, keep it long out of the pelvis so you don't have to come low if that cat curls your back. Bring the palms out and down, thumbs out, wings wide. Feel the shoulder blades on your back body. Fluid breath. And inhale, back up. And interlace your fingers the funny way, thumbs to the base of the skull, bend the front knee and lift the skull. Wrap the elbows around and lift the elbows. Lengthen the arms. Virabhadrasana 1. Feel into your roots, into your water, into your fire, into your heart, into the clarity of your wisdom body. And exhale, straighten the front leg and step the feet together. Mountain pose. Fluid breath. In both Qigong and yoga, standing meditation is a part of the practice. So we pause here. And first, we bring our dharana, our concentration, into the body. Feeling into open feet on the earth. Acknowledging the arches and the four corners. Feeling our roots. We align the femur over the tibia at the knee. Feel the pelvis sitting atop the femur. We breathe length up the spine and find a lifting heart. Palate floating up above the heart. The collarbones are open. The shoulder blades support a lifting heart. We relax down the arms into the hands. Relax the muscles of the face. Invite in three-dimensional breath as we relax into our standing. With curiosity, we turn our gaze inward, pratyahara, to learn as we stand from any discomfort, any frustration, any desire to move and do. If we find tension, we gently modify towards ease with curiosity, exploring how to shift our weight, how to relax a muscle, perhaps by bringing others on board. In Qigong, this is the position where qi flows most easily through the body. If we feel ice dams in our lower back or our neck or our jaw, we try to release them. We breathe the warm summer air onto them. And if you can bring yourself to do it when we don't have class, even 5 minutes of standing meditation a day may change the energy flow in your body. Now see if you can offer this self, you as you are, loving kindness and compassion, tenderness, acceptance, love. Let's bring our hands to our hearts, bowing inward. Namaste. Okay, let's come to the floor. Please have your bolster, your blocks, a blanket, your yoga strap. And let's lie back and construct a rest. Some of you may want a blanket pillow. Some of you may want a blanket when we get to Shavasana. Fluid breath. Come into your constructive rest pose. And again, let your shoulders rest broad on the mat and the heads of your arm bones rest back. And then come into your somatic walking, lifting one hip and then the other, rocking gently back and forth across the pelvis. Knees extending out over toes. I can't over accentuate how this action right here, learning to relax into the somatic walking, is really healthy for pelvis and spine. Relax the heads of the arm bones back. Don't force them, relax them. Fluid breath. If you feel tightness in some area of the rock, how do you invite more ease into that part of the body? I definitely feel more tension as I rock in one side, my upper back. I'm breathing into that tissue and inviting it to melt open. Feel for your own knots, your own tension. Invite ease. Now come to center and nod tailbone towards earth and tailbone towards sky, and just nod the tailbone. Fluid breath and fluid motion. Shoulders broad, hands relaxed, eyes relaxed, jaw relaxed, tailbone to earth, tailbone to sky. And then come into neutral. Lift your right ankle up over your left femur bone. Flex the right foot, keeping the right knee safe. You can draw a block under the left foot, or you can draw the legs in towards your chest and rock gently back and forth the hips. Excuse me. Find the place you want to settle and settle into the breath there. Invite the breath to fill the torso. Invite deep relaxation on your exhales. And release. And switching sides, bring your left ankle over your right femur, flex the left foot, protecting the left knee, draw in. Remember, if any of you are interested in the foot, knee, hip connection, in protecting these joints and how they work together, there's a workshop September 6th. Fluid breath, relaxing the tissue of the hip, relaxing the shoulders, the eyes, and the jaw. Breathing deep into the tissue of the hips. And exhaling, releasing the right foot to the floor, the left foot to the floor. Bring the palms of the feet together and open the knees wide. As the palms of the feet come together, see if you can press the big toe ball mound, the pinky toe ball mound, the inner and outer heel in. Your hips may not open enough for that, but we're aiming in that direction eventually. And then exhale. The knees back up and draw the left knee into the chest and extend the right knee long on the floor and flex and point both feet and circle both feet at the ankle. Now bring your left hand around the shin of your left leg and see if the left knee can fall open out to the left side of the body. Still stretching through the right leg. Now bring the feet to neutral, flex them. Press out through the four corners of both feet. And draw the left shin back into center. Hug the knee in and release. Draw the right knee into the chest and lengthen the left leg out. Remember, if you have knee issues, you can hold underneath the knee. You can hold across the back of the hamstrings, the back of the femur bone. If you don't have knee issues, it's good to pull the knee in, stretching from the shin to kind of compress the knee joint slightly. Try not to hitch the right hip up towards the right armpit. Fluid, three-dimensional breath. And draw your right knee out, your right shin out to the right. Flex both feet, press through the four corners of both feet. Broad across your shoulders, relaxed in the face. Three-dimensional breath. Draw the right shin back into midline, hug in the leg, and release. Step both feet onto the floor. If your head's on a pillow, release it. And bring your sacrum up onto your bolster. And if you don't have a bolster, up onto your block. Resting the pelvis on your sacrum. The sacrum on your bolster. Lift then the pelvis off the bolster, reach the tailbone long and set the pelvis back down. Supported bridge. Come back to your three-dimensional breath. Float one leg up to tabletop and the other to join it. Reach both feet for the sky and take the right foot overhead, left foot long, and come into riding your bicycle. Ride it slow and gentle, flexing the foot as the heel reaches towards the floor, pointing the toe as the foot comes around, stretching the toes open when the foot flexes, bringing the toes together when it points. Go slow enough to pay attention to your feet. This work of flexing and pointing the foot stretches all the fascia of the leg. Now reach both feet up towards the sky. Bend the knees gently, slightly in towards the heart. Broad across your shoulder girdle. Rest the palms skyward, thumbs out. Come back to your three-dimensional breath. We paused in stillness in standing meditation, and we pause in stillness again in a modified shoulder stand. In yoga, this pose is considered the queen of the postures because of all the health benefits of having your feet above your pelvis, above your heart, above your head. As you breathe into your body, feel for the flow of energy inside of you. Invite the prana to flow in through your heart and up to your feet. Invite the prana to flow in through your heart, down through your throat, up into your head, to your mind. Invite any stagnant energy or old emotion to leave on the exhales. And then softening knees in towards the chest. Release one foot to the floor and then the other. You can stay in a supported bridge or lengthen one leg out, opening the hip. Deep breaths into the bowl of the pelvis and the release of the front hip flexors. Remember, a stretch doesn't have to be extreme to be effective. The act of relaxing into the stretch can really help the body open. Invite the breath to flow where you want opening. Invite the exhale to help you relax deeply into the opening. And then if you'd like to switch sides, really allowing each side to open individually. Noticing if one side's tighter than the other, we work towards harmony. And if you'd like to, you rest both legs long, or you come back to your supported bridge. And then we walk the feet back in, lift the pelvis, and press the bolster down towards our feet, placing our feet on the bolster. No pillow under the head. We place the palms so they face each other across the torso and ground the humerus bone from shoulder to elbow and lift the pelvis. And exhale, roll down, releasing one vertebrae at a time towards the floor. If that's not good for you and your spine, then just float the pelvis skyward and float it earthward. Exhale, tailbone towards sky, peel off one vertebrae at a time. Yes, we're strengthening the back body, but we're looking for fluid release along the spine. This is the core of our body. We want it to be strong and fluid. So we try to release each vertebrae and lift each vertebrae separately. Those of you with scoliosis, it's okay to let your knees go one direction or the other a little bit to try to find that release and that lifting. Don't force it, but allow for a gentle twist in the spine as you release. It's okay to follow the contours of your spine. And this time, when you exhale down your final roll, release into your neutral lumbar curve. And if you'd like to, bring the palms of your feet together and open the knees. And if you'd prefer, bring the knees over the bolster. If you bring your feet to the bolster and open your knees, you can bring your blocks into either side of the knees and let your legs open onto them to create a supportive nest. Then bring your blanket over your body if you want one, your eye pillow on. Get yourself comfortable for the deep relaxation that helps us to reset our nervous system and to harmonize our endocrine systems. Fidget as much as you need to until you find that comfortable space where you want to really relax. Feel into this person resting here, this one unique human being. Can you offer this person love and compassion and kindness? Can you fully accept this person? Can you let yourself know, I see you, I feel you, I'm here for you. You and I can grow in amazing ways. If your mind is active, see if you can come back to letting yourself know, I see you, I feel you, I'm here for you. You and I can grow in amazing ways. I see you, I feel you, I'm here for you. I accept you just as you are. Let's invite energy back into fingers and toes. Stretch in whatever way feels good in your body today. As you're ready, roll yourself over and rest. And as you're ready, come up to a comfortable seat. Gently lift your right hand and fold your index and middle finger into your palm. Bring your right thumb to the outside of your right nostril and your ring finger to the outside of your left nostril, way down by the flare. And as you're ready, close right and inhale left. The top of the inhale, close left and exhale right. And then inhale right. We change at the top of the inhales and exhale. Harmonizing the body through the breath. We draw energy in through the Ida, the left nostril, the Pingala, the right. We balance the heat and the cool, the sun and the moon, the drive and the ease. When you next inhale through your right nostril, release your hands and exhale left and inhale left. Keep going without your hands. Nadi Shodhanha. Close the practice by inhaling through your right nostril. And then inhale your hands to your heart. May we be present, loving, kind, and accepting of ourselves, so that then we can grow and change into our full possible bloom. Namaste. Thank you all. Was I just talking without you hearing me that whole time? Sorry.
Yes.
All right, let's inhale our hands to our hearts. Sorry about that. Namaste.